Hello again. So Angelo Agrizzi's critical health condition was his legal team's key argument at his bail appeal today. The former BOSASA Chief Operations Officer is currently in ICU and on life support under heavy police guard. So the state says Agrizzi's ill health cannot be used as an excuse for bail, while his lawyer says his release on bail is in the interest of justice. SABC News reporter Samkele Maseko joins me now. Sam, a very good evening to you. Thanks indeed for your time. So, Agrizzi not in court today. He's obviously in hospital, as we indicated. Talk us through why his health condition was one of the main arguments by his legal team today.
Well, Crisalda, his health condition was one of the main arguments due to the fact that Angelo Agrizzi is currently in ICU, and through his legal team, they say he's on 3 life support machines, and that there is heavy security around Angelo Agrizzi. There are 3 police officers inside the ward where he's currently held in isolation. There's also 3 correctional services police outside the ward, and there are also 3 on the parking lot within the private facility where Angelo Agrizzi is currently held. They're also arguing and using the United States of America as a case study in saying that the courts in the United States of America and the judges ruled that due to this particular pandemic, those applicants who've applied for bail can get bail due to the overcrowding that's there in these correctional services facilities. You'd also remember that in the bail application is a Palm Beach Magistrates Court, Advocate Manny Witz did present to the magistrate Philip Fentes that South Africa's correctional services facilities don't have the necessary medical equipment to cater for the medical needs of Angelo Agrizzi, and there are various comorbidities that Angelo Agrizzi is suffering from, which are chronic illnesses such as diabetes.
Samkele, the state also argued that Agrizzi must remain in custody due to failing to declare 30 million rands worth of assets in Italy. What were Agrizzi's legal team's counter-arguments?
Agrizzi's legal team was essentially saying that these assets were declared on the onset, and saying that when Angelo Agrizzi transferred these large sums of money, that was one of 11.9 million rands, that would be in December 2018, and another one which amount was in January 2019, which was about 11.4 million rands, which was also transferred to Italy, and there was another transfer of from his Bitcoin Luna accounts to his overseas accounts. All of these were done through Absa Bank and cleared with the South African Revenue Services and also with the South African Reserve Bank, meaning which he paid tax on all of these particular monies, that lump sums that he was transferring to his offshore accounts in Italy, and that they also declared in the initial affidavits, the state also saying that Angelo Agrizzi, interestingly, only declared a BNB which he had purchased in Italy and never went into the liquid cash that he had transferred offshore to Italy.
Sam, just finally, when is judgment expected to be delivered? And I'm sure the court would need to take in to account his medical condition, is it?
Judge Rata Mutlatleng will give a judgment on Friday. He said that he needs to familiarize himself with the case, and there are other issues that he needs particular clarity on, and that he would give judgment on Friday. He did ask both legal teams when would they expect judgment. I remember Advocate Manny saying that he'd like the judgment now, but the judge said that he'd need a couple of days to study and familiarize himself with the case, and the judgment will be given on Friday, and the state and South Africans will know whether the self-confessed racist will be getting out of the stocks or getting out of jail through this particular bail application, as the trial has not yet even started. And his legal team saying that he's not a flight risk, he's cooperating, and he's needed back at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry by Judge Raymond Zondo very soon to answer a few questions.
So the judgment on the bail appeal by Angelo Agrizzi expected on Friday. You'll keep tabs on that for us, Samkele Maseko, SABC News political reporter. Thanks indeed for your time.